wish I could get through to you, don't know what to do to you. Anything I say will come.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Empress T, Latanya T, whatever you want to call me. So today I did this burgundy glowy summer makeup look. I thought it was really simple and I actually really like how it came out. So if you want to see how I did this, go ahead and keep on watching. But firstly, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss my other videos. Comment and let me know if you want to see anything else, you know, your thoughts on this video, and then give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Alright, bye! So I'm going in with my Fenty primer and I'm just going to get that all over my face. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on an eyeshadow base using the Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C7. And we're going to blend that all the way up into the concealer that we put underneath of our brows. Now I'm gonna go ahead in with the shade Neo, and this is actually the blush palette from Juvias Place, and I'm gonna pack that shade all over my lid, and then we're gonna go ahead and blend out the edges. So I was actually having a little difficulty blending out that shadow using the brush that I was using. So I went ahead and changed the brush and I started to add more shadow on while I was blending, and that made it a lot easier. I just kept on adding more shadow so I can get the pigmentation that I wanted to, and then just blending that out, and it was just back and forth. So packing and blending, packing and blending. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my 35O palette by Morphe, and I'm gonna use that shade to blend out the edges on that, on the first shadow that we added on, to give us a nice smooth transition between our brow bone shade and then the colors on our lid. And I'm going back in with more eyeshadow from the Saharan palette and just packing that on the lid again and in the crease, just to get the pigmentation that I wanted. Alright, so I'm going to be using the Born This Way foundation by Too Faced, and I'm using the shade Shy. I'm gonna blend that out with a foundation brush first and then go in with a blender. Alright, now using my Fenty Beauty Concealer, I'm going in with the shade 390, and I'm going to go ahead and add that to all the high points of my face. So underneath my eyes, my nose, forehead, cupid's bow, and chin, and then I'm blending that out with a beauty blender. Using my Airspun loose setting powder, I'm just gonna set my under eyes, and first I'm gonna be packing that on with my damp beauty blender, and then I'm just gonna be pressing it into the skin. Now doing just a little bit of reverse contouring. I'm going to use my Airspun powder just underneath of where I will be contouring, and it also just sets that part of my face, and so I don't have to put face powder under there as well. And this is always my struggle. I can never get it even, and I try really hard, but today I actually got it more even, a little bit more even than I usually would. And I'm just using whatever excess powder I have on my face, or I have on my beauty blender, to set the rest of my face. So going back in with the blush palette, I just went ahead and added more of that shade Neo onto my lid, just because I didn't really like how the pigmentation was looking. I went ahead in with that orange shade called Toby, and that's what I'm going to be using for the blush on my cheeks today. I absolutely love this shade. I'm so obsessed with it. And then going in with Neo right under that, just a little bit. I'm going to be applying that underneath of Toby and kind of using it as like a bronzer slash brush as well. I find that on my face it gives me a really nice warm tone, and I just love how that looks. Alright, so I was trying to show you my black Radiance powder that I am going to be using in the shade Mahogany to contour, but it's so old and beat up that I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to show you guys that. I'm just going to be going underneath of both Toby and Neo, and this is going to be my actual contour powder. And then I'm going to go ahead and use that around the perimeter of my face as well. I'm trying as much as possible to avoid my eyeshadow, just because I didn't know how the setting spray would have altered it, and so I just avoided that area completely. Now I'm going in with my beauty blender just to really get everything pressed into the skin and set it really well. Using my Fenty Beauty highlighter in the shade Hustler Baby, I'm just gonna go on the top of my cheekbones, underneath my brow bone, my nose, Cupid's bow, and then on my forehead. Alright, so I am using the same highlighter that I used on my face in my inner corner for my highlight. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and add mascara to my top lashes, and then I did add my lashes off camera. Alright, so after mascara I went in with this lip liner by Ruby Kisses, I think. And because we are multitasking queens out here, I was applying my lip liner while my lashes were drying. So I will be doing part of my lips, then going back to my eyes, and then back to my lips again. And I just outlined my lips before I added liquid lipstick and a gloss. Alright, so now that our lashes are on, we're going to go in with that same shade that we used, Neo, underneath our lash line. And we're just going to go ahead and smudge that out really low. Now we're just going to add some mascara to our bottom lash line. Alright, and as you can see, my left lash was kind of messed up, but I did go ahead in a little bit later and fix that. I don't know what was going on with it towards the front, but I did fix that later on. The lip gloss I'm using is the Fenty gloss in the shade Fenty Glow. Alright, and then, you know, the usual 5 minutes of feeling yourself, girl. Snatched. Period.
Okay.
Period. Period.